like this in our nation's history. And if you're watching and saying, oh, there's the news again telling me we're in unprecedented times, well, yes, we are. The nature of the Watergate crimes, which ultimately expelled Nixon from office, changed our entire approach to political corruption, passed the campaign finance regime, those involved, compared to this, small sums of money and relatively minor, largely non-violent political, quote, dirty tricks, they called them then. Here, we're talking about funding the people who battered police, tried to assassinate public officials, including Republicans. They openly admitted to it, and were convicted of, in some cases, sedition against the United States. Now I'll show you that headline, over $1 billion for what they call a fund to those people. Now, this comes after a ploy. And I say that because, as we reported on this last week, these two things are not very related. But this is a classic Trump trick, and I will always level with you about what we're witnessing. Donald Trump filed a lawsuit that was so weak and shaky that the judge said there may not even be the real type of controversy required to have a lawsuit. And under that pressure, he now says he's pulling it, but that's the pretext for now taking taxpayer money. The New York Times reports Trump is trying to free his hand to reach a deal without oversight. Again, moving this out of the courts. Potential recipients include the people who did the insurrection that was so heinous at the time that, remember, Donald Trump was not only impeached for it, but then Trump, first-term Trump, didn't pardon those people at the time when he technically had the power. In fact, he said in public at the time that the violence was bad, and it was. Now we're being lied to and gaslit, and now he wants to not only reward the people he freed, but fund them in case he might try to do this again.